My name is Wilkin Brutus, and you're watching Oogie Woogie. I got these sexy travelers with me. Hello, annyeonghaseyo. The top 3 questions I often get when I travel abroad is, how was the food? Why the hell did you go? And how's dating? As you can see, I'm grabbing my nipples here, sorry. How was the dating life? Today we're pretty much going to discuss all 3 and some. So it's an interesting experience to come back home, and oftentimes people say get a real job, but I never understood what that meant, because in Korea you're definitely working, right? Oftentimes people ask you how was your experience there, but they never talk about reverse culture shock. So for example, my first experience with reverse culture shock was actually seeing white babies, white and black babies, just speaking and talking English after being immersed, seeing all Asian babies, all East Asian babies, and also seeing a lot of guys with dreadlocks. Do you guys have any reverse culture shock experiences coming back home?
Reverse culture shock?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess it was just everything. Like, just the fact that, like, it was weird for me not to see old Asian people. And when I did see Asian people, I was like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? And one of my friends, he always tells a story about, about when you left a country and then you see someone from that country and you're so excited to speak to them.
Yeah.
And you begin speaking to them, and you're very positive about the experience, but sometimes they're negative, like one guy, was like, I speak Japanese. And I was like, whatever. I'm trying to connect.
I'm trying to connect here.
You're old and you're Asian. I'm happy to see you. I only know Korean. Play along, Why do you have to ruin my experience of trying to connect with you? But my friend Adam would always, tell this story. But, definitely there's something like I wish that when I saw Korean people, they knew like that I lived in Korea. I don't know how to tell them, yo, man. But it's like, how do I tell them? And they're like, why is this black guy staring at me? And I'm just over there like,
I was like on the trains in New York. I'll see like a Korean person. I know they're Korean because I hear them speaking it. And so I'm just like kind of staring at them like, I understand you. Acknowledge me. And then like the same thing. Like then I realize that I'm staring at them and they're staring at me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Music time.
Yeah, like literally we became the people, when you go to Korea, you're always getting stared at as the foreigner.
And now we're the ones doing it.
And now we're the ones literally staring, wanting to make this connection.
No one stares at you here. It's weird.
Right.
I don't feel special anymore.
It's always so exciting to see a Korean over here, because like before I moved to Korea, I never saw Koreans, and if I saw like an Asian, I didn't know they were Korean. I thought they were Chinese.
They're Asian. They're Asian something.
Yeah. But it's like even when I moved to Germany, there was a lot of Korean restaurants, and I was so surprised.
Man, it's kind of like the Korean kid that came up to me. He was like, you're from Ghana, and just walked away. Got me, I guess I'm from Ghana. But I didn't want to spoil his moment.
I've got Africa. There was somebody chasing me like, Africa.
But he was specific. He was
Ghana.
Probably because of, the World Cup.
So when I first started teaching in Korea, I told them I was from America from the beginning, but I don't know, the second week, one of my students was like, teacher, are you from Kenya? And I was like, no, I'm not. I told you I was from America. Why'd you think I was from Africa? Your skin is so dark. I said, we're almost the same color, actually. He's like, teacher, you Korean.
What about you? I mean, you're from Guam. Your background is from Guam. Right?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Guam, but my parents are mostly ethnically Filipino. So it was a really different experience, I think, because sometimes they thought, oh, you are the maid, you're the help, or oh, you married a Korean person, right? That's why you're here, or oh, like you're here to take care of the kids. So it was never like, oh, you're gonna teach my kids something.
Right.
And it was really frustrating because actually I felt like around me, people had just come to have fun, but actually I had taught in California for 3 years. I had a TESOL certificate. I went to school for it 2 years in college, everything, but I wasn't seen as a teacher. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, when I didn't want to be a foreigner, it was a lot easier to be like, I could be Asian, a little bit more. I'm Asian.
Lean in a little bit.
Yeah, so I had a little clout to go one way or the other. So I guess I tried try to be positive about it, but sometimes I'm like, oh.
I guess we can segue that into seeing overt racist signs in East Asia, particularly white teacher-only signs. And so I see us navigating the identity politics of who we are, whether we're African or biracial or from Guam. What were your thoughts about seeing these white-only teacher signs? Because now in the States, we live under the white gaze. In East Asia, we're living under the Asian gaze. But then you see the white gaze right in your face with these signs. White teachers only. Your thoughts on that?
I only saw it once. I would think I was looking online for like a part-time side job or whatever, and I saw it. And I was just really shocked. And I was like, what the heck? But then also, I guess I also appreciate the fact that they're upfront about their racism. If you're gonna be racist, at least let me know.
Let me know. Be overt. Be overt.
I don't think I ever seen that. For me, I live on base, so it was like a lot of things was still Americanized for me.
Right.
I didn't see nothing like that.
So the military base was pretty much interracially immersed. Like
Yeah.
you had, okay.
And we had American food, so
Right. Yeah.
I was happy about the commissary.
Elliot, did you see
Yo,
Mike?
I've got like, and I was
He's
trying,
like, bro.
I was trying to pull it up. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to break the flow, but I literally had to pull up this note. Like, it's worth it. But it was a job posting, and it was basically very implicit that they only wanted like white people. It was.
Is it one of the major hog ones or the major like private schools?
It wasn't. With the ad, it just was so quality. Like I literally.
You know, that is a distinction to make because public schools don't do that. It's private schools because it's owned by an individual who then has to make a profit.
And they can be more selective.
Right.
It's not through the government.
Right. And the parents, of the kids, they have their preconceived notions of what a teacher looks like, an native English speaker looks like, despite whether you lived in the country your entire life. That doesn't matter.
You know what's funny? I found that like most of that I saw was actually in Seoul. So I lived in Jeju, which is the island, and then I lived in Gwaesan, which is like literally this country, like small, so small. Like it didn't even have a Paris baguette that small.
Wow.
Had no coffee shops.
No Paris baguette?
No coffee shops.
What? No coffee shop?